Hi, I'm Mark, and this is Let's Vibe, the channel all about crystals and our feelings. So today's video is a little different in that I am gonna talk about 3 different crystals, but these are what I like to call mystery crystals. They are stones that I found at Well, I found all 3 of these at the same crystal shop, and they were stones that uh, either didn't have a label, or in one case, I think labeled incorrectly, and one of them uh, was labeled accurately, but it's a stone that you wouldn't expect to see. You'll see. Okay, so the first one I want to start with is this piece of quartz. Now you can see this quartz is obviously covered with something very shiny, very shimmery. So this kind of formation where there's a shiny layer of very, very small crystals is called druze. So this is a druzy quartz. You can see the quartz at the bottom. And in bright light, it's actually, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but in bright light, it is translucent. It's not completely opaque. But as you can see, it's very reflective at certain angles. And I'll try to bring it in a little closer so you can see the texture. I think it's kind of like a coating of brown sugar over the quartz. So I saw that, and if you'll notice, it has a companion crystal. So this is called what's called a companion. So it's got a smaller termination attached to the main stone, and this shape where it's got this long face and it kind of looks like it's like a chisel. That shape where it has this one large angled face like that shape is called a shovel. So it's a shovel quartz formation, and the shovel formation is kind of, it's used for what you might expect, digging deep down into yourself, into emotional baggage, going down to the source, uncovering things. So I saw this one day and immediately gravitated towards it. I had to get it because it had no label. So this stone had no label. But I knew it was quartz. I could tell it was quartz, but nobody at the shop knew what this mineral on the outside is, or yeah, they didn't know what it was. So I've tried to do some research just based on, I tried looking up the different kinds of druzy quartz out there, looking for different minerals that might look like this brown sugar, this shimmery brown sugar. But I couldn't really find anything. So to this day, I still don't know what mineral this is on the quartz. But I can tell you the energies of this crystal, and the energies of this crystal are pretty amazing, very powerful, I would say this is a very spiritual, high vibrational kind of crystal. The energy is very upward moving, and it feels like it's moving very fast. It's got a really strong pull, but it's an upward pull. So when I think about that, and the more time that I spend with this crystal, it seems like it's a crystal that is helpful for spiritual awakening. It's helpful for raising your frequency, raising your vibrations. I am sure that this is useful in the manifestation process, I think it would also be useful in what's called the ascension process, where your baseline vibrations are rising. That's called ascension. So this is just very high vibration, very powerful energy, and a very beautiful stone. And if any of you recognize this, if you've ever seen a crystal that looks like this, if you happen to know the name of this mineral, then please share in the comments section. Okay, the next stone was mislabeled. And that is this one. It's got these two dark brownish red, brownish orange crystals on a matrix of honey calcite. So honey calcite is a pretty commonly seen form of calcite. And I don't really work with honey calcite, so I'm not the most familiar with it. It does have a very interesting formation though, the calcite. It's got these two terminations here. So it's almost like a twin, like a tantric twin crystal. And it's also got this sort of pyramidal shape. So I'm trying to remember what mineral this was labeled as. And I'm blanking. I can't remember what the shop labeled this as, but I was suspicious about it, and I did some research and came across the mineral zincite. Zincite is, well, the high quality crystals are very bright orange, like a bright reddish orange. And then there's lower quality crystals like this that are opaque, dark brownish orange. So I was able to find pictures of zincite on calcite, on a calcite matrix. So I do believe this is zincite on honey calcite, but I just can't remember what it was originally labeled. So if you're ever suspicious, you can always try to do your own research, look for pictures on Google. Yeah. So I honestly have not really known what to do with this crystal. I have another piece, a zincite crystal that's higher quality than this. And I'll do a separate video on zincite because it deserves its own video. But this combo is just, it's very interesting. I mean, calcite is a stone that inspires action. Calcite it's protective, it filters low vibrations, harmful energies. But it's really a stone that often is about motivating one or inspiring one to action. Honey calcite is described as being helpful for studying, helpful for focus and concentration. And zincite has a very fiery energy. Zincite is all about the sacral chakra. It's all about creativity and sexuality. So it's a very interesting combination. And I don't actually use this stone much at all. I need to do some videos on calcite because I have other varieties of calcite that I use, but not so much this one. And then the third crystal that I found that had an accurate label, but it's not a crystal that you're gonna find in a crystal book or on one of those websites out there that provides information on different crystals. This is a pretty unique one. And it is amethyst rose quartz. So first and foremost, the shape of this crystal. I mean, come on. It looks like a wing. It looks like an angel wing. And just look at how, I mean, it's a beautiful, beautiful piece. All of these different rose and amethyst quartz crystals laid on this matrix. And it's just beautiful. Very, very beautiful. So I had to get this, and there was actually a companion piece to this, another wing-shaped piece, but I didn't get it. Someone else had bought it before I had a chance to buy it, but I'm thankful I could get this one. So a combination of amethyst and rose quartz. You can see the purple and the light, very light pink mixed in. And I love these little crystals at the corner here, just standing up like that. So pretty. So this combination is really interesting. Amethyst is very calming. You know, amethyst, it was the second video that I uploaded onto this channel. And amethyst is very calming, very serene. It's all about quieting yourself, meditation, sobering yourself. And it has a very strong spiritual connection, a spiritual vibration. And rose quartz is all about love. Rose quartz is the vibration of love, unconditional love, divine love. It can also be romantic love and self-love. So you combine those two, and this is what you get. And the vibration, it honestly took me some time to really get comfortable with this vibe, with the energies of this stone. I mean, rose quartz and amethyst are very common. I work with both stones. They're not difficult energies to work with. But just this combination, having them together in one piece, I think personally for me, it just took some time to get used to the vibration of it, because it is a higher vibe, but not like high vibration like that, like this one, not like that. This is like, you know, rocket launching. it's like a rocket launch. This is high vibration in a very, very gentle, very, very serene way. And that can be hard to access if you are like me and happen to run on a high amount, like if you're like me and you just naturally have like a high vibration, meaning it's easy to feel anxious or it's easy to feel tense. It can be difficult to totally relax. It can take some time to get used to energies like this. So, just given the shape, I do associate this crystal with angelic energies, angelic vibrations. And so I use this crystal if I'm wanting to work with a guardian angel or an archangel. This is a perfect crystal for that kind of work. And so I want to encourage you when you go to the crystal shop, um, just keep your eye out for new and mysterious stones, stones that maybe people don't have a name for, or it's a stone that just hasn't been documented anywhere. Just keep your eye out because you never know what you might find in these shops, and it really is worth exploring. I mean, if you enjoy working with crystals, it's worth exploring new crystals that no one knows anything about. And I don't have any music for these stones, but as always, I encourage you to leave a question or comment down below. And once again, thank you so much for vibing with me.